time to stop the camera. It's time to hit the mark. It's time for Dragons Footy, the way the fans are like.
We cover every moment, from first grade to the rest. It's time to get things started.
Why don't we get things started? It's time to get things started.
The most sensational,
Inspirational,
celebrational,
gravitational,
on the Mad Dragons podcast tonight.
Well, good day, Dragons fans. I'm Big T, and this is the Mad Dragons podcast, Team List Tuesday. We'll be keep driving all night. No gas, no brakes. You know what I mean. Buckle up because there's a Saturday night return to the Red V Jubilee, place where the Warriors' hopes come, well, to die. Let's not dance around it. We have a 25-14 record against the Warriors. That's not a rivalry. That's a long-term rental agreement where the Warriors keep paying the mortgage and the Dragons keep living in the house. And we reminded them of dominance a couple of times tonight because why wouldn't we? This year, the Warriors have been talking up their form, their structure, their discipline, but every season they say that, and every season they run into Dragons at Jubilee, and suddenly looks like they've forgotten how to play. Meanwhile, our boys are building. They are finding combinations, showing that when the River gets rolling, it's a whole different beast. The Warriors might have changed coaches, changed systems, but didn't change their attitude. One thing they haven't changed is the outcome. 25-14, folks. A number so lopsided it comes with a warning label. And let's be honest, Jubilee Oval under nights, the Dragons' territory, the hill will be loud, the faithful will be fired up, and the Warriors will be trying to convince themselves that this time it'll be different. Spoiler alert, it won't. So settle in, Dragons fans, a Saturday night footy. It's Jubilee Oval, and it's another chance to remind the Warriors exactly why that 25-14 dominance exists in the first place. It's the Mad Dragons podcast, and we're ready to breathe fire. Alrighty then. It's just me and Scoop at the moment, waiting for a couple more to turn up. We've got Ian Johnson joining us. Triple G's here. Johnny Burke, I hope, will be the first win. And any kiss and a hug. I think that's what her name is. Good evening. It's a kia ora. There you go. There's a kia ora to Annie. All right, Scoop. Well, we wouldn't be able to do this
without our sponsor.
Without this guy.
All right, Dragons fans, before we rip into this week's game, let's talk about a local business that absolutely knows how to get the job done. If you're running a warehouse, moving locations, upgrading your storage, or staring down the barrel of a lease make good, you need the team at Complete Warehouse Solutions. These guys aren't some big city outfit who don't know the area. They're family owned, based right here in Lake Illawarra, servicing the Illawarra and beyond. And when they say complete, they mean complete. New warehouse fit out, they'll measure it, design it, supply it, and install your pallet racking and shelving properly. Safe, compliant, and built to last. Relocating, they'll dismantle your racking, transport it, and rebuild it at the new site so you're back up and running faster than a Dragon's backline shift. End of lease and the landlord wants it back to bare bones? No dramas. They'll strip it out, repair it, repaint it, clean it, leave it looking like you were never there. And here's the smart bit. They even buy back quality used racking and storage systems. So instead of wasting money, you might actually put some back in your pocket. It's tough work, it's hands-on, it's industrial, and it's done by locals who take pride in doing it right. So if your warehouse needs muscle, experience, and a team that won't muck you around, get onto Complete Warehouse Solutions. Because just like the Dragons, when the pressure's on, you want the right team beside you. Complete Warehouse Solutions, your one-stop shop for getting the job done.
Well, there you go, Complete Warehouse Solutions. Give them a call on 4257 1930 or 0417 223 409. And you can contact Jeff at jeff@completews.com.au. Jeff, completews.com.au. Yes. We need Jag to come on. If you're available, get on here. I haven't had a makeover. Actually, I was growing the beard, and I thought, hang on, let's do something here. So the beard's staying, or the outsides of the beard, not the goatee, but the rest of it's staying until the Dragons win a game. There you go. Stay until then. So yeah. So thanks for joining us, Scoop. I don't know where everybody else is. It's just me and you.
The dynamic duo.
We need to do some of this. But before we do that, I'm going to bring in another segment on the podcast, on the Mad Dragons podcast. It's going to be the Mad Dragon podcast birthdays. Da, 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 da. And we do have one birthday this week, and they asked me to say happy birthday to this chap. And Tolly Angelides, mate. There he is. There's Tolly. Tolly's having a good old sleep. It looks like Christmas time. So he's having a sleep after Christmas dinner. So happy birthday, Toll. Hope you have a great day. He's playing indoor soccer tonight, so I have to get this one in early. But if anybody's got birthdays coming up, give us a yell via messenger, and I'll endeavour to get them up. So happy birthday, Tolly. Good luck in soccer. He told me not to tell you, but he's turning 36. There you go. Tolly, there you go, mate. All right, the Warriors side. Look, these names, they're not going to slip off my tongue too easy. But Tane Tuapiki, Dallin Watini-Zelezniak, Ali Leoteu, Adam Pompey, Garn Pereira, Chanel Harris-Tavita, Tamare Martin, James Fisher-Harris, Wade Egan, Jackson Fogg, Lika Halasima, Jacob Laban, Aaron Clark. On the bench is Samuel Healy, Tanner Stiles-Smith, Dimitri Aveamauga, Eddie Laramia Tuiva, Luke Hansen, Marita Niakora. On the standard bench, Kalis Fatalofa, Maki Tafu, and that bottom name that you can't see, that's Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. So he must be coming back from injury. Is he Scoop?
Probably. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, so who would he come in for? I don't think he'd come in for any of those two.
I'm thinking he might come in for Lofa Campiera.
Campiera's been playing well. He's been scoring tries left, right, and centre.
Maybe DWC.
Talking about scoring tries for the Warriors, I was going to ask, because Christian was going to come on, but I'm not sure whether he's coming on either. Our Warriors fanatic. I was just going to say to him, how good is their attack been? They've gone from 205 points last year to where are we?
I think it's 400, maybe.
360 or something they are now.
That's close. I said 400.
Wow. That's just such an improvement. I was going to ask him about what he's seen different in the Warriors, but I wouldn't know what I've seen different in the Warriors because I don't really watch the Warriors games. They are a good side. I was going to say Zelezniak and Pereira on the wings, they're two strong wingers. But look at that forward pack. Fisher Harris and Jackson Ford up front, Scoop. Jackson Ford, one of our old guys, but what do you think of their pack?
It's a huge forward pack, mostly made up of New Zealanders, minus Jackson Ford and Wade Egan.
Yeah.
I think it'll be. I'll wait till the when we get to either Billy's battles or Coco's clashes, because I think it's going to be the game will be won on the forwards. Yeah,
it will be a hard game to to play. I think they're such a fast team as well. Pompey and Leotawa, who's in the centres, they're Tane to a picky at the back. They just don't get any easier, do
Younger.
they?
They don't get any younger than that.
Yeah, but they lost Tanner Boyd last week to an ACL scoop.
Yeah, which is kind of sad to see. Like, the year before, they lost Luke Metcalf to an ACL in the same round on the same pitch. And then now this year, they lost Tanner Boyd on the same round, same pitch. So there must be a halfback curse for the Warriors getting the ACL injured at Suncorp Magic Round.
It's right, exactly right. And our new boy,
Luke Metcalf hasn't been named.
Not even been named. So
I don't think he's in the reserves either. I mean,
I had a look. He's not injured, so
I'll have a look.
It's an AC injury, Jazz is staying, so not ACL. ACL maybe, I'm not sure.
I'll have a look. You keep talking, Big T. I'll have a look at the New South Wales Cup draw.
Yeah. Don't worry, lads. Metcalf is coming next year. But it's very surprising that he hasn't been picked in this side. Chanel Harris-Tavita and Tamari Martin in the halves. And not to be picked on the extended bench, at least, you know. Yeah, so not sure about that. Yes, sir.
I'm looking at the New South Wales Cup draw. He hasn't even been named for New South Wales Cup either.
Okay.
So it looks like he's got an early release from the Warriors to come to us early this year.
Yeah, I did see that, Scoop. Did you see Toby Couchman with the sling on?
There's going to be something there with Toby Couchman. Just give it a couple of weeks when he'll be back, I think. So I don't know what's going on there with Toby Couchman, to be honest.
Yeah. And Thurman's saying that Laban and Halasima on the edge are somewhat vulnerable in defence. I haven't seen the Warriors play, so yeah. So okay, well that was Beyond Enemy Lines. Anyway, brought to you by essenceandlight.com.au. Go and have a look. They're nice soaps and candles. Very nice. Yeah, what was that one? Yeah, probably. All right, Scoop.
All right. I went through the Dragons lineup.
I did have a slide first for the Dragons lineup because last week they were big improvers. They went from 60 points to 40 points to the points on the weekend. So that was good. And we'll go for a quick run through this, Scoop. Panthers on top. Warriors, Roosters, and Rabbits make up the top four. Eagles, Tigers, Cowboys, and Knights. Dolphins just outside the 8. Sharks, Broncos, Raiders, Bulldogs, Eels, Storm, and Titans.
And we don't care about the team in the last.
Did I mention them?
No, you did not.
No. All right, where are we? Oh, this is the Warriors team. Yeah, it's a strong side. Weaknesses, like we were talking before, maybe the edges. There's our team, Scoop. Do you want to just run through it?
Of course I will, Big G. So at fullback, you got Clint Gutherson. On the wings, you got CT2 and Christian Tuipulotu. In the centres, it's a change this week since Moses Sully has been ruled out injured. So replacing him is Jaden Sewer. And on the other side of the field, you've got Fal Holmes, who should have been chopped weeks ago. In the halves, you've got Dan Axon at 6, Flano Jr. at 7. In the front row at 8, you got Locus Victonga and Toby Couchman on the other side of the field. There might be a change, but we'll have to wait and see. At hooker, you got Damien Cook. In the second row, you got Dylan Egan, Hamish Stewart, and locking the scrum, Ryan Couchman. On the interchange bench, remember it's a 6-man bench this year, guys. So in 14, you got Luciano Leilua, Emre Gula, Josh Kerr, Blake Laurie, Tyrell Sloan, and Lycan Kintogia. And then for the reserves, you got Hayden Buchanan, Gahame Saleh, and players that might be making their debut this week in Tyler Peckham Harris in the rounding out the 22-man squad. And the coach for this week is Dean Young.
Yeah. Do you think he'll get the extension?
Dean Young, I'm really hoping he doesn't, but we'll just have to wait and see, Big T.
Yeah, that was the first question I was going to ask whoever's on. It's just me and you, mate. So maybe you can ask me a couple of questions. Sewer named in the centres. Big shock. Seeing he did have other options, but Sewer in the centres.
I was really shocked about that. I thought we would have gave him an early release, and I'm gonna throw a little smoke in Big T. I reckon Hayden Buchanan will come in for a late swap, and one of the forwards on the bench will get dropped out.
Okay. All right, little Gula. Yeah, I know what you mean. Again, I can see Sewer plays well in the centres. He's not a bad centre. He, I believe, second rowers and centre should be the same type of player.
I would not be surprised if Hayden Buchanan comes in.
Yeah, no, I can't see that changing. Where's Sewer going to go back to the bench?
He might go back to the bench and replace either Leilua or Emre Gula.
Okay. No, I don't
I'm
think Leilua
really
will come
hoping
off the
it's Emre
bench
Gula
either.
he replaces, because
Yeah.
Leilua can play second row. Or what I'm also hearing is Leilua and Gula get dropped, Tyler Peckham Harris to come in, who can play in the back line.
Yeah.
Because he's quick, fast, and nimble. Sloan at fullback, and Guffo as the 14 utility role.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Again, I think he's thrown a side together that he thinks will do well. Tyler Peckham Harris named on the extended bench. That's that's a good thing for him. He's not a bad little player, Tyler Peckham Harris.
No, he isn't. He's a quick, nimble, speedy player.
Yeah, well, Scoop Gutho's got to step up this week. He's got to pull his finger out his bum and do something this week. He hasn't done a lot.
He hasn't done a lot this year at all.
A backline slower than 83-year-old slug. Yeah, maybe. And I think he's saying hopefully Gula, but
yeah, Gula hasn't really shown much for me this year. I would not be surprised. Like I've been saying this for weeks, we're gonna have to start cutting some of those older players loose from the squad.
Yeah. Grant Rower agrees with you. Again, we're just talking about that, Mo. Seward in the centres. He's there when you've got Lawson. Matt Feeney's out. I think that's about the only one he's got to use other than Seward, isn't he? Buchanan is another one.
So Ian Johnson
next year.
contract finishes at the end of next year, but there is reports going around that he might be medically retired after this season.
Ooh. I heard Danny was talking about that and then giving him a coaching role for 2027.
And Johnny Burke, there is reports going around that some of the players, like the likes of Emery Gula, Leilua, Sloan, Laurie, Kerr might not be resigned beyond the end of this year and maybe being told to walk out the door.
Ooh. Well, it's another game, another round. It's going to be a quick show tonight, Scoop, I think. You got battles and clashes again. We're talking Ian I think it was Ian Johnson was saying before that their edges seem to be a little bit weak. We have Egan and Stewart on our edges with Sewer and Holmes. So what are you looking forward to? Any battles you're looking forward to?
I'm going to say you can dunk me over the head on this, Big T, but I think our forward pack is far way more overpowered and good youth and speed compared to their forward pack. So I'm going to say if our forward pack wins the clash on the field, that means we'll score more points against New Zealand.
Yeah, our forward pack is a little bit younger. They've got Lika Halasima. He's one we're going to have to watch.
And only if Holmes or City 2 doesn't screw us over this week like they did last week.
So it looks like Cookie's playing 80 again, Scoop. Like, I'm not sure. He gets tired towards the end.
Yeah, he does, unless they're going to chuck Grafo in at hooker for about 40 minutes and have Tyrell Sloan play at fullback. That's what
I heard Tyrell Sloan's injured. I heard he's injured, so I'm not sure whether he'll be in the 19.
Well, we do have Tyler Peckham Harris, who could play fullback, centre, and on the wings. So he might be a late call for Tyrell Sloan.
Possibly. Any news on the coach, Scoop?
Not what I've heard, but I don't think it will be Dean Young next year.
Yeah, I agree with Jazz here. Setu 2 is going to want to have a big game up against his old club.
If he doesn't perform this week, I would not be surprised if either Tyler Pecker Harris or Nathan Lawson comes into the side next week.
It's a bit of a curly one. I figure out the ref would be good. Again, last week everyone was jumping up and down, 50-50 call on the. So
the referee for this week has been confirmed. So I will run through him. So for the referee in the middle is Adam G.
Oh, gee.
So far, we only got one touchy named, which is Dave Munro. And then for the review official in the bunker, Wyatt Raymond.
The old young Wyatt Raymond. He's got an old Western name, hasn't he? Wyatt Raymond. Yeah. So there's the two sides. Our side's a young side, except for our backline. Backlines are old fellas. Bunch of old fellas.
1 through to 7 is pretty much all old farts.
1 through to 7. Well, Daniel Atkinson, they're telling me that Daniel Atkinson is playing with an injury. So hopefully that's not true. Only if he is, he gets over it fairly quickly. It's a hand injury, I think they were saying. Jazz is saying he's got a spot for Setu too. He's got a soft spot. Yeah, I call him Setu Toto because he does some Toto type things sometimes. Pretty good near the try line. Gets his way over. Reminds me a bit of what was that Canterbury name? Matty Utai.
Yeah.
From the Bulldogs. Reminds me a
I
bit of
remember
him.
him.
So yeah. How do you remember him? You're not that old.
He was pretty much in his back end of his career when I started watching.
I think saying by the next bye we might know who the coach is.
Hopefully. I'm really
I'll
hoping
start
it's
the
not
process
Steve
by the
Young.
next bye. Yeah, okay. What else have I got, Scoop? What else do I want to show you?
The State of Origin teams have been named.
They have been, but I'll get to that in a minute. We have the New South Wales Cup side. No, that's the Jersey Flag side, I think. That's the Jersey Flag side. New South Wales Cup side. At the back, there was no fullback name, but for Tom Kirk, no centre named. Nathan Lawson, Tony Rumble, Nick Quinn, Joseph O'Neill in the number 7 to be announced is the front rower. Halle Finau, Jacob Webster, Jarrett Taweek, Dylan Coots, and Jacob Allengar, who captains the team. Isaiah Fagalillo, Viliami Hikila, Ben Jackson, Connor Sadler, and Daniel Miafo make up the bench. These boys are doing pretty well. I think they're on the 4th at the moment. They had a loss last week against Parramatta. But, yeah, Johnny, he does have a mistake every week. A bit of a set to two talk going on. But he does have some good runs and makes a few metres. He's good on his feet. Ian Johns was saying I suppose they're going to announce the coach soon. I'm not sure what they're doing with it. Whether they're looking at anybody. That's the New South Wales Cup side. They're not going too bad. They're on about 4th. Jersey Flag side. Fullback to be announced. Kai Andrews, David Afu. Oliver Burton is a really, really good player. Oliver Burton. Look at his
He is.
Look at his highlights. He's a very, very good player. So Freddie Junior Safidi, Eden Hodges, Marley McLaren, Leroy Weatherall. That's the younger brother to the Weatheralls that play in the NRLW. Dexter Grant, Viliami Mono, Crichton at Meafau, Cooper Hale, Braith Plackus, Mason Phillips, Lachlan Weir, Bradley Carmichael, Drew Langdon. Those last 2 names, Jack Cahill, Charlie Wolf, and Zachariah Nakar. So they're not going too bad either, these boys. They're playing round 12 against the Warriors at Collegiate Stadium at Wollongong. So go and have a look if you're down. That's at 11 o'clock. The reserve grade New South Wales Cup play at 3:10.
Jubilee. That game
3:10 at Jubilee. So go and watch that. You won't be able to get down to Wollongong and then jump up to Jubilee. You'll have time to do it if you're that keen. Get to Jubilee. What's the reserve grade side? Where am I up to now? We've done that one. Jersey Flag, Collegiate Sports Complex, Wollongong Stadium. Wollongong Saturday, 11 a.m. Go and watch them. Queensland side. Kevin Ponga, Solomon Cobbo, Robert Toyer, Hamaso, Tabuai Fido, JJ Fafita, Cameron Smith, and Sam Walker's in the halves.
You mean Munster?
That's not a surprise. Oh, sorry, Cam Munster and Sam Walker in the halves. Thomas Fegler, Harry Grant, Tino Fa'asumala'awi, Ruben Cotto, Kurt Capewell, Max Plath makes his debut. Britton Neocora, Lindsay Collins, Patrick Harrigan, Trent Liero, Ezra Mann, Gurmat Shibasaki, and Kilikifu Finufuiaki. That two, they're well-known players in the game. No, Reece Walsh. Scoop. I know you don't care,
I was really
but
surprised that he didn't get
no
named.
Reece Walsh at all.
Well, there was reports going around that Ponga was going to be on the bench as the 14 and Reece Walsh as the fullback, but Billy Slater has gone a whole different direction for you guys, which was really shocking. So you got, hang on, let me just have a look. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe debutants and Mam, Loyero,
Yeah.
Nikora, Max Plath, Sam Walker, and Jojo Fafita.
Yeah. I think they're all state of origin already, those boys. Yeah, I was surprised that Walsh was left out of the side. I thought Walsh was playing well. But you can't have Walsh and Ponga in the side. Unless you're going to play Ponga at halfback, like Slater suggested a couple of days ago, that sort of threw a furphy around everybody going, what the fuck's going on? It was just one of those things you throw around when you want to trick people. It's all about deception. All about deception, rugby league. You have to be deceitful to play rugby league as a player. Coached by Billy Slater. It's a possibility he might be going to be the Melbourne coach in a couple of years. And Connor Watson for next year for the Dragons too. Maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty much been a confirmed deal for Connor Watson. So we got him for next year. And then after that, he's going over to PNG. It's pretty much a done deal.
Yeah, anyone going out to Cogger on Saturday? You going, Jazz? If you're going, get up, meet everybody, get to know everybody, become one big family. Well, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Yeah, and we'll get to the New South Wales side too, as well as Casey Maguire being in the side. That was a big slip up by Laurie Daly. Okay, that's the Queensland side. It's a strong side, and they're going to win game 1. Let's go to New South Wales team who are going to lose game 1.
South Wales.
Who are going through one? You're going to lose this one, mate.
All right, at fullback you got James Tedesco. On the wings you got Brian Tuttle, and the player on the other side of the field making his Origin debut, Talatu Kula. In the centres, you got Katoni Staggs.
If his nickname's not Coco, that's another thing. Coca-Cola.
In the centres, you got Katoni Staggs and Stephen Crotton.
No.
In the halves, in the 6, you got Mitchell Moses and Nathan Cleary. In the forwards, in number 8, Magnese Origin debut since the eligibility rule has changed this year. Yeah, Annan Vanilla Blake. And then on the other prop, you got Mitchell Barnett. And then for the hooker role, you got Reece Robson. In the back row, you got Hudson Young, Ahamalo Akolawatu, and the captain. Locking the scrum, you got Isaiah Yo. On their 6-man in-change bench, you got Cam Murray, another player making his State of Origin debut since the eligibility rules have changed. The Inflictor Radley. In 16, you got Jacob Saifidi. And then rounding out, and then in the 17, who also making his debut, Blake Brayley in number 18. Another player on debut for New South Wales is Ethan Strange. And rounding out the 19-man squad or bench, Casey McLean or Casey McCall, who could also be making his debut. And then for the reserves is Dylan Lucas and the coach, Laurie Daly. And then for your match officials for the first game of Origin, the middle referees, Ashley Klein. And then for the touchies, you got Matt Noyen and Phil Henderson on the other side. And then your bunker official Chris Butler.
Oh, you made my day, Butler. You made my day. If anyone remembers that show, it was a great show. Yeah, good New South Wales side. James Tedesco in for Dylan Edwards. What do you think of that?
I think it was a pretty much. He pretty much picked himself because Dylan Edwards has pretty much been our form at the beginning of. I think at the beginning of the year, but James Tedesco was ahead of him by miles.
You think? I thought Dylan Edwards was playing well up until the teams were picked. So, Ian Johnson. Hey, go on.
I want to shout out to the ET Stand podcast group guys. I do watch their podcast here and there, so I like to make a shout out to you guys.
Who was that?
The ET Stand podcast.
Oh, there you go. That's the one there.
You guys are getting a shout out from me because I do watch you guys here and there. Yeah,
now he's commented. He goes into the draw in round 19 for the $75 on the jockey wheel. And now he's commented. Now. He's saying good luck for the Dragons this week. He thinks we can win. Well, maybe. Jazz says you'll be out there at Cobra. I can't wait. Yeah, go down. Just call his name, and you might find him. And that's right, Jess. That's what we do to this team. We boo this team. I think these two have got something going on. Annie and Jazz. ET's there. That's funny. Does the ET Stand podcast want to come on in a couple of weeks' time? We'll maybe have a look at that. Send me a link send me a message in the messenger. What do you think of the four young blokes making their debut down there at 17, 18, 19, 20 scoop?
I think they played really well and they should get their debut, including Victor Radley and Adam Vanilla Blake. They've earned it. Vanilla Blake and Victor Radley was a clear deserving picks because they should be allowed to play even though they played for England, but it took years for the rules to change for players who were born in New South Wales and Australia to play. But since Australia, England and New Zealand were all Tier 1 nations, that wasn't able to be allowed. But now, since you're getting more and more players switching allegiance to other countries, this change was supposed to come many years ago.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure on those rule changes myself. I like to see State of Origin as a Australian. It's just going to wreck the Australian team in years to come, I think. Not having those big game players and letting those big game players go and play for other countries. So, hang on. We got a crow.
I am hearing reports, Big T, that State of Origin might be replacing the All-Stars concept soon. So the All-Stars concept might get dropped, and the
State of Origin will become the All-Stars.
Pretty much.
Bloody hell, that's not a good thing, I don't think. I love State of Origin. I've always loved State of Origin. I love State of Origin when I was a New South Wales supporter, and now I love State of Origin and a Queensland supporter. There you go. I'm a pom. I can do what I want.
Yeah, bloody pummy.
That's it, mate. It's not just North. It's mate versus mate, state versus state. As long as it's a good game, I don't care who wins, really. But I'll stir the pot. Don't you worry about that. We've done that one. I'll leave that one up for a minute. I'll cancel. I don't want to leave. Live. I want to go live. All right, what have I got left? I've got one slide left, I think. Yeah, but we have to do some of this first scoop, don't we? Well, there we go. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I'll remove this. The good, the bad, and the ugly with Scoop. You can work out who one of those three, who the good, the bad, and the ugly are.
All right, welcome to another rendition of this week for the good, the bad, and the ugly, coming across from round 11, Magic Round. Magic Round, what a brilliant spectacle it was again this year, with over 149,000 fans rolling through Suncorp Stadium gates to watch another brilliant 3 days of football magic. And with the State of Origin team selection on the line, for all those players who are fighting against each other to claim their spots in Origin. So the good for this week was the atmosphere of Magic Round, and tying in to Origin is the absolute brilliant clashes that players had on the field to claim their spots for Origin this year. The bad, injuries. The bad for this week is more injuries leading into the season, getting worse and worse now with more players getting injured. It's a sad sight to see, and the injury toll for Origin is just piling up. So we'll have to wait and see after when it gets to the third game to see how many more players will be out for Origin or for the rest of the year. So bad this week is the injury ward for building up quite heavy. The ugly this week, I'm just going to say the ugly for this week is the more bunker and referee decisions are just getting worse and worse year on year. They're just killing the game. I just don't know how to say it, but the referee decisions, the bunker decisions, there's one rule that the NRL need to look into at the end of the season is the 6 again rule. It's just causing more injuries. It's just causing more issues for teams. So I'm going to wrap it up. So the ugly for this week is the bunker and the referee decisions. Week on week, it's just killing the game.
Yeah, I agree with everybody here. The bunker decisions, the injuries. They're saying there's more injuries this year than there has been, and I think because the game is too fast. They need to slow. The game's too fast for the referees to keep up.
Yeah.
So if it's too fast for them, they've got to run everywhere. They're running kilometres and kilometres.
Bring back a 2-referee system.
No, no, Scoop. No, you can't do that. That's the fucking worst. The worst decision you've ever had. The worst idea you've ever had, mate.
Or just bunker.
On that one, we had to talk about this, and it was one of those 50-50 calls. Did he have control of the ball? Didn't he have control of the ball? Fingertips on the ball. Is that a control? Is that controlling the ball? I don't think fingertips on the ball is controlling the ball. So anyway, that could have changed the whole outcome of the game. No, I don't think anybody's ever heard any more about this. Change from St. George Illawarra to the Dragons. I think it's I don't think you can swap the ref at halftime.
No.
Because the first ref's going to have his different interpretations on the game, and you're going to have to get used to the second ref when he comes on, his different interpretations on the game. But the 6 again rule, I said it a couple of weeks ago, it should be 1-6 again, and then if you get a and then another 6 again in that same set should be a penalty. And that'll slow the game down a little bit and take a bit of fatigue out of the game. And I think fatigue's a big thing in the game. All right. I'm taking it off now. It wasn't good. Wasn't good taking it off him. That'll be good for New South Wales, Scoop.
Yes. Laurie Daly, I hate to say it, mate, but you have been the worst ever coach in New South Wales history, only winning one series from. I can't remember how many, but you bloody coach, but you only won one series in 2014.
Ricky Stewart? A bit worse than Ricky Stewart?
I haven't seen Ricky Stewart coach in Origin, but so far in my life, I've only seen Laurie Daly, Brad Fittler, Michael Maguire coach the New South Wales Blues.
All right. Critter shouldn't be there in New South Wales side.
And yes, I have been around watching the bloody Queensland scumbags win the 8 series in a row growing up. So I have a pure hate for Queensland Maroons.
My name didn't change. Yeah, Crichton shouldn't be there. He's not playing well. Need another ref to come off the bench, mate. Maybe he didn't change referee. I'm not sure. Yeah, probably might. It might alienate maybe the Steel Dragons. I don't know. Kohler isn't a winger. He's a fullback. I think he's a fullback. I think Laurie Daly's having a laugh. And he's just saying New South Wales stick it. What was that say? That's it, Skip. Definitely make a win now. Just look. That's right. Laurie Daly. He'll win the series now because you said that. Ivan, exactly right. He will take over as New South Wales coach, and he will be an absolutely sensational New South Wales coach. Agreed, Steve?
Yeah, I reckon that will happen. Because Ivan Cleary said in the press conference last week, saying he doesn't want to, after he hangs up the whistle, the clipboard and whistle with the Panthers, he said he doesn't want to coach pretty much any other team against the Panthers, but he said he's happy to coach either international or state.
Yeah. And Jesse's just asked me, do you think Billy Stable? So I think Billy Stable is the next Melbourne coach. He'll go down there, I think, and run them into the ground. Fun day at Bruce Gordon Stadium on Sunday. Are you going down, Scoop? Are you too far away?
Bit too far away for me.
Too far away. That's between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. if you want to get down there. Get down to Bruce Gordon Centre of Excellence. And it's a fun family fun day or a fun day down there. Daly's off contract. We need Daly as a coach. I wish he should just come on, Jess. He's been on all night.
Just drag yourself out of your bed and come onto the FOD, mate. Yeah,
exactly right, Bo. That's what I just said. If you get 1-6 again and there's a second one within the next 6, it's a penalty. We'll just slow the game down a bit, get them game set. Because I think the speed of the game is adding to injury. So, Jess is saying that family fun day at the Centre of Excellence. It's members only. So if you're not a member, you can't go. Or become a member and get down there. Ian Johnson said, Ivan will go to England with Nathan. I don't know. He might go to the New South Wales team. I'm not sure. Uncle Ivan to coach New South Wales. Yeah. He'd go well. All right. Last slide on Night Scoop, and we'll wrap it up after that. Here we are. Only only 5 games this weekend, Scoop, because of State of Origin.
Split round.
The Broncos, Eels, Knights, Panthers, Roosters, Sharks, and Tigers all have a bye. So they'll all move. They'll all move one win away, further away from us. I shouldn't say that, should I? It should be nice. This is the nice show.
Should we go through each of the games and put our predictions in, Big T?
We sure will, mate. The people can put their predictions in as we're going through them in the comments. And don't forget, if you comment, you get your name put in the draw for $75 on the chocolate wheel. Muhammad did win it last time. Who knows? He might win it again. Luke Metcalf's apparently taking his time doing his meds. Yeah. What do you do? Next Thursday's women's algebra. We haven't got slides for them. But yeah, we'll do that next Tuesday.
Yet.
We'll do that next Tuesday.
Next
yeah, we'll do that next Tuesday. We'll talk about that. That's right. He should send Metcalf to us now. Although, I heard a rumour today, Scoop. Jaden Sewer to Parramatta and Jonah Pezzett to us.
I would not be surprised if that actually happens.
That'll be watch this space type thing. Sewer to us. Well,
and there's also another...
There should be a Facebook feed, mate. I don't know why it's not there.
I'm also hearing another scoop.
I've got it up here.
So today there was reports coming out that the Titans and the Bulldogs might be making some player swaps too.
Okay, who are they talking about? Burton and who?
So for the Bulldogs, the player that they're willing to let go is Bronson Surrey to the Titans, in exchange for Sam Farrells.
Yeah, because Gus was filmed or photographed having a meeting with Sam Farrells up in Brisbane on the weekend. Did you know that? But I heard Godson Sherry's very good friends with Flanagan, so I don't think he'll come to the Dragons.
No.
But yeah, if they have a swap, we'll have a swap. We'll do it anyway. I'm not sure.
We'll have it by June 30 deadline.
June 30 deadline, so we've got a month and a half. Month and a half to go until that. All right, let's go through these games, Scoop. Raiders and Dolphins at GIO Stadium, Canberra. What do you reckon about this game? Raiders 12th, Dolphins 8th.
I'm going to go to Dolphins on this one.
Hey, I think the Dolphins as well, even down in Canberra.
Yeah. I'm going to go fins up for the Dolphins.
I'm not sure, Chris, what's going on there. But there is the YouTube feed, so get onto that.
And for the Dolphins, Big T, they do have there is more debutants playing. So for the Raiders, they've got 2 players which might be making their debuts. So Jordan Utah is set to make his debut from the bench. And then there's another player in the extended squad for the Canberra Raiders in Kobe Black could be making his debut. And then for the
Kobe
Dolphins
Black
side, no, there's no debut for the Dolphins. But, yeah, I'm going to go Dolphins to win against Canberra.
Canberra, Jess says the Dolphins. Canberra have lost a lot of players up for the Fins, up the Fins. Ian Johnson says it'll be freezing in Canberra. Maybe the Dolphins will freeze up. I still have a problem. We need to get help. All right, Bulldogs and Storm at Core Stadium on Friday night.
I've got
Look at that. Dolphins 14th, Storm 13th.
I'm going to go Melbourne in this one because they've got another player making his debut in Gabriel Satrick off the bench.
All right, you think the Storm in this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Storm have been playing well the last
outs.
couple of weeks. Last couple of weeks, they've been playing well. And, yeah, we'll leave that next game. I'm going to go Storm in that one. So it's Dolphins and Storm up to now. Seagulls and Titans at 4 Pines Park. Seagulls are 4th. Titans are 16th.
So for Manly, they've got another debutant playing this week in line for his debut in Hugo Hart.
Okay.
So he's in line to make his debut in the 6-man bench. So I'm gonna go Manly Sea Eagles to win against the Titans.
Manly, I think Manly gets the Titans. Manly are running 4th, looking good. Haven't lost many games since they changed coach. I wish that was our case. North Dragon Lake, Gus will be on the podcast with James Graham. If anyone's interested, might be worth a chat. Gus has lost his tarnish, I think.
Yeah.
Or he's been tarnished, I should say. Not sure about that. Annie says she's going to the Raiders Storm. Cowboys and Rabbits. Cowboys are 7th, Rabbits are 5th, both in the top 8. Should be a good game, this one.
So for the Rabbitohs, you got they've got a debutant as well, making his first ever NRL appearance on the wing in Talanoia Penatani.
Penatani, that must be a Penatani sibling, I'd say. With Penatanis that play in the NRL and the NRLW.
Who plays for the Sharks.
Well, we don't. Go on.
I'm looking at the teams list here for Cowboys, Souths. I'm going to go South Sydney in this one, Big T.
Yeah, Cowboys played really, really well last week against the Roosters. Clifford in the halves there. He really, really stepped up. I'm going to go, other ones are going the same. This one I'm going to go different. I'm going to go Cowboys up at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. So, yeah, they both have a lot of injuries, but I think the Cowboys will do it. Just to say that Fozzers might be coach next week.
So yes, Jesse did post. Taliana Penatani is his sister is Tiana Penatani Gray in the Canal Sharks squad.
Yeah, and he's trying to work out with Taz how we can get Luke Metcalf early. If you have a look, Taz has got the Warriors symbol next to his name, and we're just trying to get Luke Metcalf early. All right, Dragons and Warriors scoop. Dragons are 17th. Warriors are 2nd. Last year they were 2nd as well. This time in the competition, so they'll start sliding now, I think. Dragons and Warriors scoop. What do you reckon?
I think this is the week that we'll get hopefully our first win. So I'm going to go Dragons by 6.
Dragons by 6. Anytime try scorer?
Anytime try scorer. Let's go back to the teams list.
Should have a team off by heart.
I'm gonna go my main man, Loco Pacifica Tonga, anytime try scorer.
Main man. He the man. Loco Pacifica Tonga to score a try. So what score did you say it was going to be?
Dragons by 6.
I'm going to say Dragons by 4. Same score as Johnny Burke I had too, so 26-22. And the praying hands there in his comment. Oh, yeah. What else have I got to talk about? State teams, player swaps. And there we go, Scoop. I think I'm going to wrap it up there.
Make sure you take it to our sponsors for another
That's right, exactly right.
episode this week.
I'll whack the sponsor up. And then we'll talk about it. We'll talk about an outro.
All right, Dragons fans, before we rip into this week's game, let's talk about a local business that absolutely knows how to get the job done. If you're running a warehouse, moving locations, upgrading your storage, or staring down the barrel of a lease make good, you need the team at Complete Warehouse Solutions. These guys aren't some big city outfit who don't know the area. They're family owned, based right here in Lake Illawarra, servicing the Illawarra and beyond. And when they say complete, they mean complete. New warehouse fit out, they'll measure it, design it, supply it, and install your pallet racking and shelving properly. Safe, compliant, and built to last. Relocating, they'll dismantle your racking, transport it, and rebuild it at the new site so you're back up and running faster than a Dragon's backline shift. End of lease and the landlord wants it back to bare bones? No dramas. They'll strip it out, repair it, repaint it, clean it, leave it looking like you were never there. And here's the smart bit. They even buy back quality used racking and storage systems. So instead of wasting money, you might actually put some back in your pocket. It's tough work, it's hands-on, it's industrial, and it's done by locals who take pride in doing it right. So if your warehouse needs muscle, experience, and a team that won't muck you around, get onto Complete Warehouse Solutions. Because just like the Dragons, when the pressure's on, you want the right team beside you. Complete Warehouse Solutions, your one-stop shop for getting the job done.
Yeah, Complete Warehouse Solutions. Give them a call on 4257-1930 or 0417-223-409. You can contact Jeff at completews.com.au. Welcome, Billy. We're just about to finish the show. What do you think? What do you think about the Dragons team?
It wasn't bad. No, I didn't mind it.
Sue in the centres.
Sue's in the centres, but he's played there before. I think people tend to forget that. And in the juniors, he was a centre at Brisbane. So, yeah, I think you'll find that he's pretty good there. I think the team list was perfect. I mean, I probably would have gone with Hayden Buchanan, maybe. That could have been another option, but, yeah, I don't mind Jaden Sewer playing in the centres.
Yeah, defensively up against Adam Pompey, I think he's up against. But I was talking about the edges. The edges they could be a bit weak, I think. Halasima and the other guy.
Yeah.
Who was it? Halasima and Laban.
Yeah, Halasima's a threat. But I'm not sure about
He's a threat with the ball. So, like I was saying earlier on, I haven't watched much Warriors games. I normally watch the game the week before, like who they play the week before.
Yeah.
And they looked pretty good against the Broncos last week.
Oh, they towed them up. They
But the Broncos are full of injuries, aren't they?
Yeah, but they had some of their players come back for that game, so
Yeah.
probably would have expected a better game. I thought it was going to be the game of the round, but unfortunately, it was not the game of the rounds.
That's right. It would have been a good game, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I think we'll thanks for your give us a tip. Give us a tip for the game, Billy. Remember, this is the positive show.
Dragons first win. Dragons first win for sure. I say that every week, and you're wrong. Hey, Mum.
Oh, come on, Mum. You got Mum this time. Mum picking you up.
Yeah, my mum's giving me a bit of slack because my team still hasn't won, but their team.
Well, she's a bulldog, isn't she?
Yeah, yes, Mum's a dog.
They're not going too well either. Tell her they're not going too well. Tell her they're not going too well either. And tell her Happy Mother's Day for last week as well.
Oh, thank you. I will. Yeah, she says thanks. But I will say, I think my dad's coming to the first Dragons game this year, so hopefully they don't let him down because he's barely watched any footy this year, and hopefully a win will make him watch the footy. So
maybe it'll be a lucky charm. Might be a lucky charm.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully. Yeah. I'm gonna go Dragons 26-18. I think that's a fair score.
Fair score. Hopefully they'll get it done early. And, well, thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks for coming on late, Billy. You saved the show. We had a great show. We had a great audience watching. They've all been fantastic. We love you all. Thanks to the Complete Warehouse Solutions. And that's a wrap up for another fiery chapter of the Dragons Warriors story. Red V walk away, reminding everybody why this matchup has a familiar rhythm. 25-14 over the years, a little historical nudge the Warriors just can't shake. Jubilee will be rocking, the Dragons faithful will be loud, and the boys in the Red V sharp once again when the Warriors come to town. The script rarely changes. This has been the Mad Dragon podcast, where the fire burns bright and the Warriors will keep adding to that tally 25-40. The team I'm about to show, the Red V's a part of me, Dragons for life, and come on, Dragons fans!
Fire!
All right.
It's time to stop the camera. It's time to hit the mark. It's time for Dragons 40, the way the fans are like.
We cover every moment, from first grade to the rest. It's time to get things started.
Why don't we get things started? It's time to get things started.
The most sensational,
Inspirational,
celebrational,
gravitational,
on the Mad Dragons podcast tonight.